Good evening, my name is Steven, uh, and today on this video I will to review about the chapter 11 about culture as text, narrative, and hermeneutics. Okay, first point that I get is structuralist politics. Structural politics. When structuralists approach the analysis of narrative, especially conventional stories and literature. Okay, on this, there are main authors that in this chapter that have a definition about the this material, which is Vladimir Prop in 19 and 20s. Okay, Vladimir Prop itself is a pioneer of the structural analysis of the culture. On his works in 19 and 20s, he argued that popular traditional stories or tales was made from what Vladimir called as function, or the tales that based on the several elements. These elements of plot of story was made up from the action of a character. Prop also claimed that were that were never more than 31 function in tales, and more importantly that they always appear in the same order or the same uh, works as tales or traditional stories. Okay, there are six of elements or function by Vladimir Forbes. That first element in the tales or traditional stories. First is first function or element is one of the member of family leaves home. Second is an introduction in address to the hero. Third is the interdiction is violet. Fourth, the villain makes an attempt at reconnaissance. 5. The villain receives information about his victims. And the last one is the villain attempts to deceive his victim in order to take possession of him or his belongings. There are the six first element or function by Vladimir Pope in traditional story or tales. Okay, the third point that I get from what I review from the chapter 11 is narrative and social process. For the most part, the analysis of narrative has been an activity of literary theorists' interest in the study of text, the field that has a lot to say about cultural content with its robust and structural models. Okay, on the narrative and social process, there are three core themes that we can detect. First is studies of genre and audiences. The study of genre and audience is the focus. Here are tend to be on literary media or artistic products which have identifiable creators and consumers. The second core theme are exploration of narrative in qualitative methodology. This literature has grown out in deep interview studies and particularly feminist and interactionist investigation of personal experience that are informed by critical or post-structural theory. And the last one is studies of narrative aspect of social and political life. This investigation of social and historical events as being shaped by discourse and point out that these often have narrative dimensions. That is the point that from narrative and social process. Okay, the last point that I can give a review about the chapter 11 is hermeneutics. Hermeneutics as an area is concerned with issue of meaning and mutual understanding. Traditionally, it has tend to be subjective, humanistic, individualistic, aesthetic, philosophical, and phenomenological in orientation. Okay, I think that's all that I can review about the in the chapter 11 about culture aesthetic, narrative, and hermeneutics. And thank you.